What's going on, everybody? Today I'll be showing you the difference between a calibrated and default picture. I'm doing this to show you guys that there is a huge difference when you optimize the TCL R646 versus just whipping it out of the box, doing comparisons, or just using it. So right now we're in kind of like the general public mode, as I call it, which is the vivid mode. Most people without experience gonna default to this mode, play 4K at 160 hertz in this mode. It's very blue, as you can clearly see. You lose a lot of accuracy and warmth to the color, and I'll show that off by showing you my calibrated mode, which is the one that they say to save power and is recommended for daily use, which is low power, and I've optimized that one. And as you guys can clearly see, there's a huge difference. I mean, everything just kind of comes to life a lot more. You can see ambient lighting, you can see depth, contrast, clarity. There's a big world of difference versus when you just whip it out of the box. And every single preset outside of the one I'm using is going to look dramatically worse. Let's go to movie mode. That's the calibrated mode. So here is what TCL's calibration looks like. Here's what my calibration looks like. You can see more depth, more ambient lighting and things. And then we can go to the Smart HDR feature. Smart HDR feature also received some adjustments from me, so I didn't choose this one at the end of the day because it has a bad habit of crushing blacks way too much, but I did also make some Smart HDR settings. So as you guys can clearly see, even compared to the calibrated mode, the Smart HDR version even still looks really, really good. So then you have obviously sports mode, another overly blue mode, game mode. It's just really pale, washed out, and extremely ugly, and it does tend to dim down a bit. So if you're somebody that doesn't like that effect, this might not be for you. Now, again, you can go to the PC mode and you can go to other modes, try to fix some of that, but you're still gonna be stuck with the same limitation. I actually find PC mode has better color vibrancy than the game mode. So if that's something that you were concerned with, then that's how I would go about that. But generally speaking, these modes aren't fantastic. I mean, as you are clearly seeing, there is a huge difference from the before to the after. So if you want my settings, definitely snag them. I'll show you what they can do. I'm gonna go over here and we're going to select, and I wanna do all this stuff in real time so you can see it with different skin tones and stuff like that. So here we have the main character, Finn, from the newer Star Wars movies. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that same thing that we did before. We're gonna open up our picture settings, and I'm gonna switch between movie mode in this mode and vivid mode in this mode. So here's vivid. If you were just to use what came with the TV, here's what I do for you. Here's movie mode. Not bad. I like the skin tones on movie mode. It's not bad, but here's what I do. You can see more of the ambient light in the environment and more details in the character's clothing. Let's go to a classic like Anakin Skywalker. This is where details become really apparent. You go to vivid, everything's overly blue. Some people like cool pictures, but when I tell you it's overly blue, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Now let's see movie mode. Movie mode doesn't look bad, but it's nowhere near as good as a fully optimized display. As you notice, if you look at the ambient light behind Anakin Skywalker and even his lightsaber, contrast and clarity just get tighter and cleaner, and that's the kind of stuff that my settings do for you. It really refines your picture. And also, I love showing this off for people who may like to spread propaganda around, because let's face it, people don't really like quantum TV because I'm just gonna put this out there. From time to time, I do get fairly political when things have a political nature, like games or movies, and I have a fairly conservative stance on that. Because of this reason, people hate me, and that's just what they do. They want to attack a conservative, even though I have no party affiliation, and I've said it often, and I'll say it again. So again, if you see somebody spreading propaganda saying my settings are garbage and they don't work, that's really what it is. Because I tell you right now, here's the movie mode, which is their calibrated mode, and here's what I do. My stuff wouldn't be getting better if it wasn't actually helping you, and I want to showcase this off so you can see the benefit, and also tell you about those trolls that you will see on the internet trying to say otherwise. Because I mean, just look at Rey now. She looks incredible. Like, I had a lot of fun playing this in 120 hertz. See, now going to the default calibrated mode that comes with the TV, you're gonna notice that things get overly blue. It's not really as clean as the one that I have, where you see a lot more of that rich daylight white, and you see her colors and everything a lot clearer. Everything's cleaner, pure, the lightsaber, everything. And again, that's just one of those things you're gonna notice. Let's go to Yoda, show you green, another core primary color in the television. You can clearly see Yoda in all of his badassness, looking just like a boss, right? Then we're gonna go to their calibrated mode, where everything just gets overly bright, and it doesn't really work very well for me personally. And then of course, vivid mode, which is what a lot of people default to and play in, just looks like trash at that point. We can do it with Rey as well and show you. It just looks really, really bad. There is the before, here is the after. It is a dramatic difference. Now, she's not gonna look as orange as she does on camera in real life. She is gonna have the proper skin tones like she will in real life with my settings. So again, if you want to get those settings, join. The link will be down in the pinned comment below. But I did want to show this off so you guys can get the idea of what you are getting on a before and after basis. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the after of this TV's calibration, especially when you don't compare it to other TVs. I find if you start comparing it to other TVs, you can find some of the nitpicking stuff that some people might not want to see. So I just kind of wanted to share that side of it. That being said though, your out-of-the-box image quality isn't great, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that, because I mean, this is what everybody's gonna default to in Vivid. You've got movie mode, you've got game mode. None of that looks really good, especially game mode. It's like washed and pukey versus how I like to play. I like to play not movie mode, I like to play right here with low power. Yes, it's outside of game mode, but I really don't care because I care about my picture quality. But again, you can see a huge difference and the image quality that you're getting in one versus the other. So I just wanted to drive this home for you guys and to show you guys all that stuff. And if this finds you guys well, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the #1 brand in honesty. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.